You got several true freshmen that are in the mix too. They haven't had a spring at all. How is this for them?
Man, it is. You know, you can see a difference. Probably the guy that I've noticed, you know, this last couple of days has been Devontae Sigler. He just looks like a different guy. That guy is going to be is a guy you're going to talk about around Auburn for years to come. He's got a chance to be one you talk about. He's got a chance to be as good as that probably could play here. And I'm excited about him. But all of them come back, you know, rested a little bit, minds rested a little bit, and you can just tell there's a pepper in their step in practice.
What stood out to you about Sigler?
Just how, you know, he's taking the technique to another level. He's starting to look like a defensive line. Not that he didn't, but, you know, we got to remember that guy played linebacker in high school. And now, you know, he's standing out. You know, every day he's done something that just opened my eyes. And even the guys in the meeting room are talking about it. So, you know, he's just benefiting from, you know, just being here. And like I said, he didn't have a lot of bad habits to break. And he's taking those techniques now, and you can see he's understanding it, and he's taking it to another level.
You also said he's playing the power end spot now. Mm-hmm. Is that the plan going forward to have him on the edge? You
know, that's where he finished the season at, and you really get excited about him because he's able to work in space out there, and most guys can't. But when you put him in the inside, you know, you just vision that athletic ability just taking over down there. But he's really been a guy that I've been really impressed with these last week or so.
How's it been for you your first year having so many young guys that have to coach? I mean,
if you saw me before I came in here, you saw about 50,000 gray hairs that I had in my beard. But you know what? It's been a challenge. But if I had to pick it anyway, I'd rather have the young guys and where I can teach them the techniques that I want them to know. And you didn't have to break another coach's techniques. And it was some left over from Coach Rocker, but a lot of the things we do are similar. But those freshmen, those young guys coming in, what you're teaching now, and it's the same stuff over and over and over now, they're starting to get it. They're starting to ask questions. They're starting to understand. And they're actually starting to help the other guys now because now they understand what I want, the techniques that we're teaching, but it was a challenge. It really was. It was a challenge, and you know, I was excited about it, still excited about it, and you know, just having those freshmen, you just had to be patient. I had to learn to be patient. You know, we took our lumps a lot this year, but I think those guys grew up in the process.
Has it made you a better coach?
Oh, no question, no question. And, you know, anytime you're coaching in this league, you know, you're either going to get better or worse. And I think it's made me a better coach, paying attention to the detail. But anytime you're a coach and you're coaching young guys, the one thing it teaches you is to be patient. And that was one thing I had to learn that I was not because I expected everybody to go out there and be an all-star from day one. But you got to learn that these are baby steps that these guys are making, and the future is what we're excited about for those young guys.
Devontae didn't play a whole lot late in the season. Do you expect that to change the ball?
You know what? It was a combination of a couple of things. One thing, you know, he battled some injuries. He battled a shoulder injury during the last part of the season, and he changed position. So in all fairness to him, you know, now he's healthy. He's been there a while, and it's only going to help him from being a D tackle to a D end because he's just going to have, you know, all those positions that he's played and worked at. So we're going to find the best place for him. But, you know, just remember I said this, that guy's going to be a really good football player here.
Like Kamaya Harrell and DeBrian Niles, are they getting some good work in practice right
You know what? They have not. I haven't brought them over much because, you know, we're kind of shorthanded for guys to help the offense. But, you know, those guys, they're factored into the mix, you know, this spring. And, you know, what's going to be big for those guys is the offseason. When they get in the offseason and get in that weight room and want to workouts, you know, and get themselves in the best position to come out and compete this spring, you know, they'll have a chance. They'll have a chance. Hadn't got a chance to work with them much. It's kind of hearsay from the offensive line coach how they're doing. But I will be excited for those guys too because those guys are talented too. But it's just right now, you know, you're trying to get ready to play the game and you don't really have a lot of time to spend with those guys right now.
At tackle, are Gabe and Kennan still 1A and 1B there?
You know what? Kenny kind of took it over. he's kind of taken it and ran with it. Gabe's still in the mix, but it's kind of Kenny's to lose right now. And Kenny, he's responding, he's practicing well, he's trying, and Gabe ain't far behind. But right now Kenny has basically solidified the position pretty much, but Gabe will play just like Kenny will, but that's going to be a very, very interesting battle for years to come, those two guys, and that's the way you want it. You want them to feel pushed, and that thing could change the next 2 days. But right now, Kenny's doing what I'm asking him to do, and Gabe is doing it also, but I think Kenny's a little bit ahead of him right now.